guys, it is Tanya and welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with a room build. I haven't done one of these in a really long time, so I thought it would be a fun thing to do. I really wanted to do more building. I've been really in a building mood lately, but I thought it would be fun to just do a quick fun thing for me to do. As you guys know, probably by this point, my favorite rooms to build in houses are actually kitchens, but I think all of my room builds have been bedrooms and living rooms, so I thought today we would build a kitchen. It ends up being a black, white, and gray kitchen. It's like very stark, clean, modern kitchen. I do end up switching that window out. We mess around with it for quite some time, but I'm really happy with how it came out in the end, and I hope you guys liked it too. I think it's I feel like I'm more, I don't know, experimentative, that's not a word, creative when I'm doing just a room, because when I'm doing a house, I build the outside first and then I have to just fit the rooms in, but this way I can like make the shape of the room the way I want it to be, and then I guess I could build a house around it. Maybe at some point in time I will do that. Actually, I think it'd be kind of cool if I maybe made other rooms that fit the same kind of like feel and then tried to put them all together. I think that could be kind of fun. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that, or if there's any other room build themes you'd like to see, whether they're kitchens, bedrooms, living rooms. I'm totally open to suggestions. I'd love to do some more building in the game because it's always a fun time. But anyway, we end up having the white cabinets with the white counters with the black cabinets, which I think is a really nice mix of colors. I mean, like, they're not really colors, but you know, I think it looks nice to have them being, one is white and one is black. I think it looks, I don't know, I like the contrast a lot. And there we are, switching that window. We have a little window over the kitchen sink as well. And putting some fruit in the middle. And we actually end up having a divider in the middle of this counter area, which I thought looked really nice. It does break off the kitchen a little bit, but it leaves enough space to use some of that counter to prepare stuff if you need to. But there's plenty of counter on either side, so you can use that. I just thought it separated the space kind of nicely. And it was something different I hadn't tried before, so we went ahead and did that. We also put plenty of shelves and some bottles of wine hanging up on the wall. I definitely imagine this would be a kitchen for a somewhat wealthy family. It's not the biggest kitchen. It ends up having a table with 4 chairs at it as well. We do extend the room a little bit. I'm just placing some objects that I may or may not use for decorations on the wall. And I think it came out really nice. And here we are placing a towel hanging off of the counters to like dry dishes with. I had to delete the wall in order to place that there, but I thought it was a nice detail. Speaking of which, if you didn't already know this, if you decide you want to download anything I make, you're probably going to want to put on the Move Objects cheat before you go ahead and download it. Otherwise, objects might not be where they're supposed to be. Like that towel is raised up using Move Objects. But if you do want to go ahead and download this house, you can do so. Right now, it is on the Sims 4 gallery. If you search Griffy or the hashtag MsGryphi, that information will also be in the description down below. Because I make sure that everything I build for the channel is up there. I also decided I wanted to mess around with like some tiling in here, and so I messed around a lot trying to figure out what I want to do. It ends up going through the middle of the kitchen, like where the counters are, and it takes a while to figure out the pattern I'm doing. But I'm very happy with how it turned out in the end. We're gonna have to fix it a bunch in a minute here, but I'm like just sort of understanding what I want. So figuring it out, and I think it's so cute. I messed up over here though, so I gotta fix those. But there we go, the pattern through the middle of the kitchen. I think it's like a nice accent that it's not the entire kitchen, it's just like through the center, through the like main island area. It's just a little bit more detail, which I like doing. Put some columns here to separate off that little seating area in the window, which I thought was really nice, and changing these seats to black and white instead of just all white. And then this is over there is gonna be where we put our table and chairs. I also wanted to put a window over here. I don't remember. Oh, we put a single window. I really wanted to put a smaller window that wasn't like floor to ceiling, but there wasn't one that would center properly in that space, so I was unsure what I wanted to do. And I kind of wanted to use these log things, and I tried to make it work for a really long time, but we ended up getting rid of them in the end. I ended up liking the idea of having this over something, and so I was like, the logs look kind of cool, but then it's also kind of busy. Maybe it'll work better in another build. I might try that again at some point. But we actually end up getting rid of those and putting mirrors back there and covering up the top and bottom of the mirrors that stick out with, what is it called? It's like, it's like a metal thing, which is in here. I should be grabbing right there. Just so it looks like it's meant to be like that. I think it came out really nice. It's a nice accent. It gives the room, makes the room look a little bit bigger, but and kind of mimics the divider that we have in the island. So that's why we went ahead and did that. Also, here's some more move objects. So you definitely want to have that cheat on if you decide to download this. And I hope you guys like this build. I had so much fun building it. It was a nice sit down. I think it took like 25 minutes or so to go ahead and do. And I love kitchens. They're my favorite rooms to build. I know I've discussed this on live streams before, like asking people what their favorite rooms to build are, but I'm curious, what is your favorite room to build? Do you like really love bedrooms or bathrooms or kitchens or dining rooms, or I don't know. I'm definitely a kitchen person, even though I don't really like cooking in real life, so that's kind of interesting. I just really like building kitchens in The Sims, which is, you know, whatever. I really enjoy it. I want to do some more kitchens or room builds in general, and of course just more building. I like building because it's really fun, but also practice, you get a little bit better. I think I'm definitely better now than I was like a year or so ago. By no means am I a great builder, but I think the more I do it, the better I get at it, and it's just a really fun time. It's relaxing to just sit down and build. But anyway, I don't know how I managed to actually pretty much talk about this kitchen the entire time I was building it. I'm proud of myself for that. We ended up adding 2 garbage cans over there. Where I put one down, it ends up being 2. We also put some tile behind on these walls. It's like the same color as the wall pattern that we used, but I think it looks a little bit better to have the tiles in there. But those 2 trash cans ends up being 2, and I believe we hang some olive oil display above it, but we end up putting these chairs over here, put a little plant on the table, and we're pretty much coming to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe, and of course, if you'd like to download this, it is available on the gallery, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.